Hey everybody, welcome to yet another look at a very, very rare tank in the game. This, in fact, is such a rare tank, I don't even think it's been released in any way, shape or form yet. It's just accessible to super testers and to special sheriff accounts. This is Primelaw's tournament account, and so he decided to take a bunch of rare tanks out for a spin, including the MTLS and this little guy, the Krupp Grosstraktor. It's a pretty decent sized tank for its tier. I'm not sure what its armor is like. I don't think it's very thick. I can't recall offhand, and I don't have What Viewer open, but have a look at the shells it can fire. At the moment he's got the HE loaded. 175 damage, 38 pen. It's the 75mm L24, I think. Same as the Panzer III can get. The heat round has 87 pen, so passable, I guess. The AP is a fucking joke, 43 pen. So you barely get more pen with AP than you do with HE. He is of course playing as Salt, so he pushes up into a pretty aggressive spot and gets to work. You can see the 1C is actually penning him fairly easily through his turret, so it seems that while it's quite chunky, this tank doesn't really have much in the way of armor protection. Its mobility though is not bad. Primelaw is obviously trying to consider which target to take next here, weighing up his options. See, if you were watching me play, I would have just charged straight in by now and probably be dead. The enemy arty actually gets lit, so Primelaw goes for a sure thing, and RNG carries through. 1C makes a bit of a mistake there and shows his side. And once again, the sheriff accounts, any sheriff account, including similar press accounts, are basically the same thing, have all crew skills. So that's Eagle Eye kicking in there, showing Primelaw which modules are damaged on the enemy tank he's targeting. And here we have a wonderful little engagement where Primelaw is able to take out 4 tanks in quick succession. Almost as fast as he can reload. Sorry, 3 tanks. The 4th he almost takes out. So not a very long game, but pretty good demonstration of what the Grosstraktor is capable of. It's not the best armoured, not the most mobile for its tier, but the combination of the high rate of fire on the derp gun and the passable mobility make it a pretty decent tank from the looks of things. Now this is tier 3, so honestly there's not much to choose from between most tier 3 tanks. A lot of them are, you know, they do have their little idiosyncrasies, but most of them are pretty well rounded. It's difficult to actually find a tier 3 that genuinely sucks. And most of the reason that you do come across bad tier 3s is matchmaking. Well, I mean, there's not really that much to talk about otherwise. The Grosstraktor has been in the game for a while, but never actually released to the public. I think you can maybe pick them up through promo codes and stuff like Gamescom, I'm not sure. Either way, this is the first time I've ever seen one on the NA server. Obviously, I wasn't in the match, I'm just watching the replay because Primelaw sent it to me, but I have seen, I think, 1 or 2 MTLS in the wild. I've seen a single T95 E6, which was a Russian server super tester roaming. I've seen a couple of super testers roaming in BTSVs because they were surprised I had one. But other than that, you don't really get to see these really sort of rare tanks, the unreleased ones. Similarly, the T-4485 and T-44-122, if you see one of those, then count your blessings. But it is nice to get a look at them sometimes, and so I'm pretty happy about Wargaming running stuff like Sheriff Days and giving promotional accounts to tournament winners and so on and so forth, and press accounts obviously when E3 and other gaming conventions come along, PAX and stuff. It's just nice to be able to see all the different things that aren't actually in the game itself, you know, aren't in the tech tree or in the premium store, actually come out and be used. Adds a bit of variety to things, spices it up a little. Either way, there's another game in the same tank, which Primelaw sent me, actually on the same map as well. So I'll be uploading that one too. And then I'm going to continue with my interrupted upload queue. I've got a bunch of shit I should be uploading from way back in February and March, but 9.3 just hit the test server yesterday, and I've been playing it for the last day or so. And there is a lot of stuff to cover in that. Normally when the test server comes out, I just use it to test tanks I don't own yet, but want to. But in this case, there are so many new tanks and so many changes to existing tanks that I'm actually going to do a series of videos on the test server and upload all of those before I get back to my regular queue. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, expect more in the future. Well, the tanks isn't going anywhere soon, and as far as I can tell, neither am I. And this is generally, if this is the first one of my videos you've seen, this is generally what I do. Replays from World of Tanks, usually my own, sometimes from friends or other people who send them in. Some of them to show what tanks are like, some of them to show what you should and shouldn't do on certain maps, some of them are just comedy. I've got a couple of comedy ones upcoming actually. So once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.